Hey, it's Monica from Marriage Momentum, and we wanted to get on here live because when we talked the last time, we got a question that someone asked us, and we wanted to get on here and answer the question. So I'm going to read you guys the questions, and then we're going to elaborate on it.
Well, first of all, let me introduce myself.
Oh, well, I guess you can introduce yourself.
You said this is Monica, and I want to go live. I'm Carrie, just in case she didn't remember that.
He's my husband.
I'm her better half.
Correct. Okay, so I'll read the question. The question was, I have heard people say when freshly dating, we have so much in common. Do you all think couples have to have a lot in common or same interests in order for the relationship to work? So I told Carrie we probably needed to come on here instead of just typing back an answer to the person. Come on here live because it's just not an easy yes or no. Mm-hmm. The easy answer is, I would say no. What would you say, Carrie?
Read the question again.
I have heard people say when freshly dating, we have so much in common. Do you all think couples have to have a lot in common or same interests in order for the relationship to work?
I think, like you said, it's not a simple yes or no answer. However, I think, first of all, when you're dating, you're not really dating the person. When you first meet, you're dating a representative because she's got on her best face. She wants to impress. He wants to impress. So sometimes people have a tendency to be what the other person wants them to be, but when they actually connect, I don't think they have to have everything in common, but they do need to have some things in common because we're partners in purpose. So we need to have the same assignment, even though my role and your role may be different, and the way we go about it may be different. But
okay, my answer is going to be no, because I think you don't have to have just everything in common. First of all, you're not going to have everything in common because you're two separate people. And there's, I'm going to say, things that are more important than whether you have the same hobbies or interests together. Because some of them you could have together. I think shared values matters more than probably shared interests, because your shared, if you have, you could both like basketball or both like, watching movies. However, I think it's more important that you have more shared values instead of interests, like what your faith is, how you parent, your value about money. Those things are more important than maybe your interests or your hobbies. And another thing, when you're dating, you're always going to highlight what you have in common because that's what draws you to that other person. So you're going to say, oh yeah, you like coffee. Oh, I like, I like going to hear jazz music. And that's what brings you guys together, are those similarities and things you have in common. But then over time, as you become more involved in the relationship, then those differences will start to naturally come out.
Yeah, I like it the way I heard it said once, that at first we attract. That's because we have things in common, and then we attack because we start seeing the differences once we get close to each other. I do agree with Monica that many times we'll find some things in common. Monica liked to bowl, I liked to bowl, so that was something that we had in common. Now we both like the Thunder basketball. And by liking the Thunder basketball, that's our common theme, or common thing to do together whenever it's basketball season. We both like going to the games together and watching on television. She records every game, all that stuff. But on a day-to-day basis, Monica might be in left field and I might be in right field. In other words, we might be in two different perspectives. She's watching TV, I'm on my computer. I'm not into TV that much. So you're going to have some differences. You're not the same people. You're not Bobbsey twins. You're not supposed to be. And it's okay. But you do need to have some common ground, because how are you going to get along? But that's a whole different level there. I'll stop talking because you're laughing and we're live. You know we're live.
Yes, We are alive.
We are live.
And just like when we talk, I don't know if we said it like, being different does not mean wrong. It does not mean wrong. It just means different. And of course, when you get in a relationship and when you're married, it's good to be always curious about that person. And when you're curious, you can find things that you guys like to do together.
Yes.
Because even having some hobbies and interests individually, that's good. Because that means you're not so codependent on that other person that if that person has to be gone for hours at a time, you're not home twiddling your thumbs because you have nothing to do, because you keep your individuality.
And I think one of the ways that you can communicate that or keep being curious is conversation starters. That was one of my biggest enlightenments in life, is that we've been married for, this week will be 29 years, just so you remember. But we started reading a book. We were driving on a trip once, and it was about a 6 or 7 hour drive or whatever it was. And Monica pulled out the book, Conversation Starters. And I discovered more about Monica, and we've been married for a while. And it's amazing that when you begin to discover things, it's exciting for me to see the new side of Monica.
And it's really not a new side. It is just, we're all like onions. I mean, we have a lot of different layers to us. And you don't learn all those layers when you're dating. You don't learn all those layers when you're married a year. It comes with time, because the more you guys hang around each other, the more you discover things together. And that's one thing too. I think one thing that we did, neither one of us were sports fans. Like, I'm going to say basketball, because he was into football, Georgia Bulldogs, of course. But I wasn't into sports at all. But then we started watching Thunder, and now we going to watch every game that we can, because we love watching the Thunder together. That is something. And we discovered too, that even though both of us like reading, we read different things. We read at different speeds. But the thing about your similarities and your differences, you don't want to be, like he said, a Bobsy twin of the other person. I see we have a couple of people on here, which is cool. Hi, Tawana, and hi, Michelle. So we have 2 viewers right now.
Thank you guys for joining us right now, live.
So it's also, I just want to reiterate, it's healthy to have individual interest. It just is. And the thing about having different interests is, the danger in it is, you just don't want those differences and those different hobbies to make you guys start living separate lives from each other. It means that, hey, you know what? Let me go into his world. Carrie likes fishing. I went with him, I think, once, maybe twice, I think.
Just once.
That's just not my thing. But I know that that's important to him. So do I say, because I don't like fishing, you can't go fishing anymore? No.
But you did catch the biggest fish, though.
I did, because I'm good like that.
That was only once.
So the thing about that is, I'm letting him enjoy who he is and what he likes. But even though he has individual interests, we have them also together.
But I think because you're not the same person, don't expect to like everything identical.
Correct.
You're not twins. You're not going to like everything. You're an individual. Everybody's born original, so you must refuse to die a copy. Be who you are, but yet at the same time, find your common ground like you would with any friendship. First, we're friends, but we don't like everything alike.
Correct.
And go ahead.
So I was just going to say, what really predicts whether a relationship works or not is the commitment that you have in that relationship. It is the friendship that you discover and deepen as you're in relationship with each other. It's about healthy communication. It's about how you resolve conflict. All those things are what actually makes the relationship work. Yes, you can have some interests, but some of them are not going to be the same. But don't focus on the things that are small. Focus on those things that really matter. And those things that really matter is, what are our values that we have that we live life by?
And also remember, usually in many cases, opposites will attract to each other. Or let's say when we talk personality types, Monica is more of an introvert at times. She may be more a little bit reserved, not as social expressive. I'm more socially expressive. So at first you attract because you find a person that really meets the needs of what you don't bring to the table. That's what makes you a whole together, that when you work together like that, she can fill the blanks that I don't feel. When we do talks and things like that, especially like when we do our church, like Marriage Rocks or something, I speak in buckshots. I tell stories. I love stories. I want to hear a story because I connect to people's story. Just like on American Idol, I connect to the story. I love it. Monica, she's hitting you right between the eyes.
I need to, on American Idol,
It's
y'all.
hold on.
You know
it's
what?
my turn.
It is
No.
about singing. It's not about the story.
No.
But go ahead.
But it's my turn.
Go ahead.
Monica hits right between the eyes. She doesn't sugarcoat it. You're like, boom, she's hit you. I'm going to tell you the story. I want to connect. It's more about connection to me, but we have our own things that we like. Personality, that's like if we're different personalities, it's not fair for me to put my personality on Monica. I can't do that because she's not me. And if I expect it, I'm going to be Stop it. You're making faces on, this is live, you know that. You can't be making faces in front of like everybody who's watching, whoever's watching. But it's not fair for Monica to put her personality on me and try to make me become introvert like her, even though I do think that over time we have gravitated towards each other because I was maybe more social expressive and now I've toned it down, and now Monica has come out of her shell. Man, girl is like the most extroverted introvert I know. And you're cute too.
I'm going to bring us back into focus because the original question was, this just shows how our differences are and how we actually do very well together. Because you know what? I'm keeping like, how long have we been on here? Carrie's just saying, let's just go with it.
I don't care how
But
long
the original question was that they have heard people say when freshly dating, we have to have so much in common. Do you all think couples have to have a lot in common or same interests in order for the relationship to work? And the answer is no. You don't have to have the same interests. You will have different interests. You will have different hobbies. But then in your relationship, as it grows, you will discover different hobbies and interests that you can do together.
You don't have to have the same interests, but you do need to have the same goal, the same mission. You have to have the same commitment level or the same desire to want to succeed in your marriage. Monica's not perfect. I'm perfect. We're opposite like that. So it just works.
It does work. So we're going to end on that. And like we said, if you have any questions about marriage that you want us to cover, just let us know in the comments and we'll jump on here and answer your questions. So until next time, you have anything else to say? I should ask you that.
No, it's too late now.
Okay. So until next time, this is Marriage Momentum, where strong marriages, they don't stand still. They build momentum. Bye.